Because out of the 2.3 odd lakh people, only 1 lakh se bhi kam gives that. This time the CAT number, if I'm not sure you're aware, it's 3.3 lakhs, which is the highest in the last, I think. So I was just going through these numbers. इनकी शक्लें देख लो. ये सब अभी summer internship में जाएंगे after their first year ends, and they'll be going and getting around 2.5. I'm making it like low, but 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees लेके आएंगे. Hi everyone, welcome on board. Today we are here at XLI Jamshedpur and we're sitting at MBA Creator Summit, and we got some amazing toppers of ZAT. Should I call them toppers? But yeah, they're sitting inside the college, and all of them are from the not weird, different backgrounds. As we call, some of them are engineers, non-engineers, somebody from NIT. We also have somebody from law as well. तो आज बहुत मजे करेंगे और आपको बताएंगे ZAT कैसे crack करना है. Nevertheless, we'll speak about that. Great, a small introduction, please go ahead.
Hi, sir. My name is Priyanka. I am from Delhi. I did my BA honors in psychology from Delhi University. I am a fresher. I graduated last year and I joined this year as an HRM student in XLI Jamshedpur.
Good. What is your CAT percentile or that percentile?
My ZAT percentile was 96.6.
Oh, excellent. And CAT?
CAT was, I think, about the same, 95 point something.
95.
If I remember.
Okay, good. Yes.
Hi, I'm Yash Kavya. I am from Ahmedabad. I graduated from the National Institute of Fashion Technology in Delhi, post which I've had a work ex of 2 years. And yes, I'm here at XLRI Jamshedpur. ZAT, my percentile was 99.6, or CAT may I had about 95.3.
You didn't get Ahmedabad. I'm just curious.
I got a call, couldn't convert it.
Yeah. So I call them like, I'm not sure you remember on YouTube, I said like weird categories. So
Yes,
weird categories.
I do remember.
You remember that? They're like the non-engineers or the arts or the law. We spoke about that. Or the law categories. They're the people who get time Ahmedabad at even 95%. Engineer so is like, general engineer maybe is like 99.69 and over. Okay, great. No regrets, like actually awesome. No,
Absolutely.
नौकरी लग गई है ना?
बहुत अच्छी लगी.
वो बताना अलाउड नहीं कहाँ लगी, ये सबकी नौकरी बहुत बहुत अमेजिंग लग चुकी है. हाँ भाई बताइए.
My name is Anshuman. I'm from Bhubaneswar. I did my engineering from NIT Rourkela in electronics instrumentation. Post that, I worked for 3 years in semiconductor industry before coming to Excel. So here I'm pursuing business management. I'm in the first year. And coming to ZAT, I had a percentile of 99.82.
Excellent. And CAT was?
96, and being a gem, I didn't get black
Of
equal.
course. Even if you would have been 99, you would have not got anything through CAT. Another story of NIT. I pull these guys like engineers, like the most loved community. Yeah, तीन देखो भाई बैठे हमारे NIT. Go ahead.
Sure. Hi, I'm Devayan. I come from Agartala, Tripura. I completed my BTech in mechanical engineering from NIT Agartala. And coming into my CAT percentile, I have a 95.64 percentile, and in ZAT I got 98.9. And here I am pursuing accelerating in my coveted HRM.
क्या
batch.
बात है, क्या बात है. Superb.
Okay, so my name is Ishita. I'm from Chandigarh. I completed my BLLB honors from Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law in 2019. Post that, I have almost 3 years of work experience. My ZAT percentile was 97.43.
Okay, great. CAT?
CAT was 90 point something.
90 point something. Good. Why I'm asking their CAT percentile? Because your CAT ke baad, you know whether you're in or whether you're not out. Sometimes the results are out. There was a time a couple of years back, just day before ZAT, CAT का result रात को आता था. Now they've changed. I'm not sure you guys remember that. Like barring last year. So अगर ZAT is on 6th of Jan, 5 Jan को CAT का result. So अगर CAT बहुत amazing नहीं जाती, you got like 90 or right? 90, तो फिर भी you guys can pull it up. Let's talk about your strategy. अगर 1 महीना का ही टाइम है यार, और 1 महीने का ही होता है CAT के बाद, पूरा 1 महीना और फाड़ना है, क्या करना चाहिए? What's your strategy? What do you recommend them?
Okay, so basically my prep was also around like 3 months. So I'll just tell a fast track version of that, which really helps. I think primarily maths are extremely essential, especially analyzing them. Even before you started a prep, if you have only 1 month left, I would suggest first do a mock, see where you stand exactly. You'll get a good idea if you analyze them of what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. And definitely zoom in on the strengths, try to focus on that the most. And identify your, especially for that, like identify your core, forgetting the word, the section which works the best for you, because that does not have a time limit, which is something I find exceptional about the exam, because VRC was something that came very naturally to me. That was something I did not have to prepare a lot for. So just purely by doing topics and sectionals and mocks, my prep was done for that. So quant was something I need to put maximum amount of effort in. I come from a humanities background. I've not had maths in a very long time. I struggled with it a lot, and that was definitely the biggest pain point of my journey. So quant was something I had dedicated time for studying every single day. So even if I was studying, say, suppose 4 hours in a day, 2.5 of them would be for quants. And despite that, it was my lowest sectional, but it was good enough
In
to
the final results.
in the final results. But I was good enough to cross the section, and that was a huge achievement for me. And obviously, if that is the case for you, it still works out. Just compensate with the other sections. Definitely play on your strengths. Decision making, if you do previous year papers and mocks, good enough. And that is, I feel, such a make or break section because everyone is on the fair ground with that. None of your previous background, your aptitude will not help you in that. Just your practice and your general sense will. So yeah, and for logical, again, I think practice helps a lot because you'll never get the same type of question again. It's about building your reasoning ability. So if you have 1 month to go, put everything into practice, do a lot of mocks and analyze them. Don't just arbitrarily give them. Just sit and think what you have done right or wrong.
We will come to mocks in detail, but one very good point what you hinted was your quants was, like you're a non-engineer, maths ज़्यादा पढ़ना पड़ेगा. You spend more time on that. End of the day, you just got the lowest marks there as well, right? So this is a non-engineer story. So non-engineer, you can get a hint. Let's move to the little bit engineers side. So your quant is good.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty on the different line to what Priyanka said.
Yeah.
My quant was very good, and that gives a chance to explore your strengths. Since my quant mein acha tha, I gave more time to that. I tried to solve all the questions because I knew most of the concepts. So that helped me. Ki mera verbal might not be as good, but it is my quant will pull through.
Yeah. तेरा verbal was good or quant was good?
Everything was balanced for me. Like
Everything was balanced.
everything was
Good.
balanced for
ये ऐसा
quant.
होता नहीं है ना पेपर में नहीं होता है कभी-कभी.
Ultimately, पहले नहीं लगता था.
अच्छा.
कि in the mocks, nothing was balanced.
You were a student at Cat King as well.
Yeah,
right?
I was a student.
देखो balance हमारा round है. I'm just kidding.
The mocks really helped.
Mocks help?
Mocks really helped.
I'm glad.
And of course, the DM also really helped.
decision making.
Decision making. In fact, there are some parts like in decision making for the options, whatever is there in the question, just usko ही follow करना.
अच्छा.
So when it came to the last two options again,
Yeah.
वही दो options के बीच fight होती है.
Right.
And in that jung, whichever option has the most amount of similarity to the option that is a paragraph, that's the answer. That is a rule which I followed.
True. Let's go into your story. So you being a non-engineer, so what was your strategy?
So very similar to Priyanka, actually. I hadn't touched maths in 10 years.
Okay.
So I knew that I would have to work really hard on it just to clear the sectional cutoffs. And one thing that I kept in mind was that even though I had to focus on maths, I could not let go of my verbal and decision-making practice, even though those were my strong suits. Because that is what is going to, give you the edge. That quants was going to help me clear the cutoff, but my verbal and decision-making is what helped me get a high enough percentile to make it through.
Yeah. Superb. अच्छा, just going back to your memory line, when you were preparing for the exam, लग रहा था कुछ ना कुछ हो जाएगा मतलब कैट जैट में कुछ ना कुछ की थोड़ी नैया डावाडोल थी. Be honest, huh? Not because you're sitting here like that. Oh, I knew it. I'm gonna make it.
No, there's definitely a lot of anxiety, and I will stick by it. It was quant that was giving me that anxiety. I still had some confidence in the rest of the sections, and while giving mocks, when you sometimes see, like, if it's 1 week before the exam and you see a really bad score in your mock, you're like, I am done for. This year is definitely gone. And especially for me, I had a very tunnel vision towards XLRI. And I an XLRI and HR. So I really, when that mock is not going well, it's like, okay, this whole year is gone for me.
Yeah.
So it's definitely very nerve-wracking, but you have to stick by it. It's resilience. You have to stick by it. And on the day of the paper, you go with confidence. I've prepped a lot. It will show through. And I think that makes a lot of difference because I have seen people crumble at the pressure and the exam, and that is definitely difficult. But as you're prepping, you'll see improvement. It's not going to be very linear or very obvious. So don't give up.
I think just building on Priyanka's point, what helped me was not attaching a lot of importance to one particular exam. So I drew a lot of strength from spending time with my friends. मतलब ठीक है पढ़ाई अपनी जगह है, but spending time with people you like, going out to eat and not locking yourself up. I think that helps. So not saying that you shouldn't be preparing well, but prepare well and also enjoy time, do things that you like, spend time with people you like, spend time with family, watch that favorite
ये
movie.
कूल थिंग्स निफ्ट वाले है ना, ये एनआईटी वालों की कूल थिंग्स आती नहीं होती, वॉच टाइम, ये episode,
तो just finishing up my
Yeah.
point, यही था कि just
chill रहो.
chill रहो, एग्जाम आएगी अच्छे से देना, प्रिपेयर करो, मतलब while I say that also try and prepare very well.
But you gave like a year like full throttle for CAT.
almost a year I
Good. तो 30 रोज पहले तक अभी तक कुछ पढ़ाई नहीं की तो इसकी एडवाइस नहीं सुनने का. चुप करके पढ़ाई करो, दिन रात देख करो, एक साल से पढ़ रहे हो तो you know your stuff, you know your strengths and weaknesses.
correct.
And yeah, go out, sit, relax, and keep going enough. Yeah, I really like this. So I tell them like, if your CAT is screwed up, to put that ka topi. That gets screwed up, put the next exam. You have to get to an MBA school.
Definitely.
Of course, dream Excel Drive. We are at Excel Drive. It's a great school. पर नहीं हुआ तो छोड़ मत दो. Because out of the 2.3 odd lakh people, only 1 lakh से भी कम gives that. This time the CAT number, if I'm not sure you're aware, it's 3.3 lakhs, which is the highest in the last, I think, from ever the CAT has established, from 1976, 1986 odd. And that KB numbers would be like nearly 1 lakh. So, yeah, competition is going to be high. Yes.
Yes, so yeah, uncharted territory. मेरे को पता नहीं था कि where I'm going, what do I like,
Stress.
what will happen. Yeah. So from my previous experience, like previous competitive exams, what I understood कि D-Day को you shouldn't take pressure. You should give time for yourself. You should take breaks so that अपना best दे पाओ. Even if you're 100% prepared, but you are a lot stressed, you won't be giving your best. So it's better to be 80%, 90% prepared, but be in the best version of yourself.
That's great.
For me, if I have to say, there are two passions for me. One was my inherent passion of joining an HR program because organization भी मैं वही करता था. And I actually was grateful for an opportunity to develop learning and development programs, of course. And my second passion was my brother, who is already in HR.
अच्छा.
So he was my role model, and he actually, while working with him, while seeing him work on some projects and trying to delve into some of his works, like understanding what kind of work has been done. So वो देख के मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था, and I was like thinking मुझे यही करना है. And of course I come from a family of generational HR, so
No.
तो मजा आता है. So that's the thing. So that's why my passion was HRM only, and Excel was my targeted point.
पहले ही पता है.
पहले yes, actually it was the biggest picture in my desk.
ये किसी और ने किया था ऐसे कोई पिक्चर लगाया था?
Excellent.
बॉल तो फोटो लगा लो भाई, ये सीक्रेट सॉस है, वो मैनिफेस्टेशन, वो तूने फोटो
नहीं.
I truly believe that. I remember when I made my post of first LinkedIn post of making it to Excel, I was like, this was my desktop wallpaper. Now I'm going to be walking through those doors. So do it, guys. It helps.
बहुत ही बढ़िया. बहुत गुड.
मेरे लिए भी स्ट्रेसफुल था बहुत क्योंकि लाइक यू सेड दैट यू कम फ्रॉम अ जनरेशन ऑफ एचआर प्रोफेशनल्स. मेरा है आई कम फ्रॉम अ ह्यूज जनरेशन, ह्यूज लाइन ऑफ lawyers. So when I took a stand, like moving away from that field was really hard कि parents को convince करना, and also I only had one chance to make it to a good college. So it was definitely very stressful. But on the D-Day, I think it's very important to remember कि तुमने जितनी भी preparation किया, that is all you have उस time पे. तो अपनी जो भी उस टाइम की स्ट्रैटेजी है, build on the mocks that you have given, उसके हिसाब से दो. उससे ज़्यादा तुम कुछ कर नहीं सकते उस पॉइंट पे. तो जो जितना तुमने कर लिया उसको लेवरेज करो and do your best.
Great, yeah. Acha, by the way, just on a side note, since I'm just out of my discussion with Kanak Raj sir, who's the placement head, I was just going through these numbers. इनकी शक्लें देख लो. ये सब अभी summer internship में जाएंगे after their first year ends, and they'll be going and getting around 2.5. I'm making it like low, but 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees लेके आएंगे within 2 months of time. Am I right? यार, let's talk about the elephant in the room, decision making session. कुछ पढ़ाई वढ़ाई करी थी, क्या किया था, कैसे किया था? तूने तो डैशबोर्ड यूज किया होगा, आई थिंक, है ना? We'll speak about that. और ये सेक्शन है which haunts people, like haunt because पढ़ते तो है नहीं ये लोग, right? And पढ़ना है नहीं, फिर डिसीजन मेकिंग नहीं आता, and it's like extension of a little bit of English. तो इंजीनियर्स वैसे भी ऑर्डर करते हैं, right? जिनका अच्छा होता है people well read, they read it, but rest of the folks, I'm talking about generic people. It may not be your case. I'm talking about generic people. Let's go with you. DM कैसे क्रैक करना है?
Like I said,
Sorry, if you can talk about your DM percentile as well, that'd be great.
I think it was somewhere around 97.8. So yeah, DM for me is something, again, like I said, it's very unique to that, right? And it is not something that your previous experiences per se will help. What I thought was, firstly, the first thing I did was went through the previous papers. I wanted to see what kind of questions were there. And firstly, without just looking at anything, just as I'm reading through it, I'm thinking, this is what I would think. This is what I would pick. And at the end, like the first time I did, at the end, I was like, all wrong. And oh no, I was really worried then. And then as I started to analyze more, I realized you have to think like a manager. And that is the core thing. Like you should not be afraid to make tough decisions. And that is something you'll come across a lot when you're doing decision making. Be ethical, be ready to make the tough, very practical choice. You do not have to be harsh, but don't be too soft.
Because say that is going to be 80,000 odd application, around 30,000 है तो पढ़ना ही नहीं है वाला section, ऐसे ही जा रहे हैं वो लोग, right? And the competition with the 40-45 जो थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ के जाएंगे, right? Engineers last minute देख के थोड़ा बहुत किताब पढ़ के जैसे स्कूल जाते थे अपन एग्जाम के पहले, कई लोग, not you guys, you are toppers, so आधे लोग तो वह हैं, but तुम अच्छे से पढ़ो तो you can hack it. And again, I repeat, I've met 5 conveners, everyone has said, check out the old decision making papers and see how the ZAT paper thinks.
That'd be great. No, that's from sure. I suppose the point of eliminating opinions that works stadium. But you also need to consider which all stakeholders are involved, who are going to get hurt, who are going to benefit. So that you need to think like a business leader, which Link already mentioned. And at the end of the day, you need to take the call. Once you've eliminated, let's say there are 2 options there. It could be make or break if you're empty down. Yeah, the one could be. We have the functions, the yes answer it, then only go. Because then if like let's say many people attend all the questions, but they're not confident. Would that could be something that works at least?
Cutoffs are like not that like high, they're like really low. Way to the exit. She cut off the system for like a fascinating man. Correct. They're high, but still not as like you're in like you're 90%, right? Well, and for what? So behind it, we all cover the 75 to 80 of course. It should be 80 to 70 to 80. Okay, great. So that's all. You want to add something?
Sure. Sometimes in addition to the consultation, which I've realized actually, it's not about sometimes, it's always about the vehicle. Sometimes you have to think about the company perspective, organization perspective. Sometimes you have to think about the employee perspective. Sometimes you think about the overall what kind of company policy perspective. So soch ki then you have definitely in front of the option. And of course, that option is relevant to the variable again. So of course, you have to read the variable and then take the option. That is a better job.
So decision making, honestly, for me, I used to love solving it as a previous year वगैरह में, and I used to while analyzing the mocks and previous year papers also, it was one of my favorite parts because I wanted to see why I went wrong or why this answer was the correct one. So even when I was analyzing it, अगर मेरा सही भी हुआ है तो भी I will go through it again कि बाकी options क्यों गलत थे. I think to like Priyanka mentioned that it becomes intuitive after a 4 year. To build that intuition, you don't need to just know कि क्यों मेरा सही था. You also need to know why the other options were wrong. So that is something, that is skill that you have to build over time. And I think the previous year mocks, previous year question papers that are available online, those are the best way to prepare for something after it.
That's something. All right, I think we're good to go. Any last parting thoughts to these people? Yeah, they're all 21, 22-year-old, maybe 24, 25, going through the same mindset of what you were on, and now you're on this side of the table and inspiring these people. And you are an inspiration, you guys are an inspiration. And as we were listening to them on nerve-wreck, if I could use that word, one line for all of us.
It will all seem very much worth it when you are on this side. So there's just a little time, persevere, be very, very resilient, and I'm sure the outcomes will be amazing and it will be worth all the effort you have put in.
Beyond placement, beyond worries, it's an amazing time, isn't it?
It's amazing, and just the feeling of getting into that point, the sense of achievement is unparalleled.
And so more. It'll all work out. And just don't worry. Stay calm and trust yourself. Trust the process. It'll all
Always went here also to chill, and you'll always. That's the month, of course.
Given that some 30-20 days, Zach, you do best, obviously, but take breaks of it. Realize that you have come very far, you've done very well in your life and for the preparation. And give you some support when be confident on the.
Just to add, I knew some people who got like that 90%. Yours was 90, right? 90 around. So it's 92, that general category could be getting an eye with the board, right? And some people like this, like, oh, I'm going to get a board, I'm going to go this. With due respect to the board, they do fabulously well. But there would be another guy or a girl, just one more hard, he get like 96 or 97% in that and he's sitting and setting to that. So, and there are a set of students who are like done with the programs and they're off the game and they convert and then they join. I love with the board again, but actually, yeah, great.
So it's an anonymous DOA. So it's like this. So शिद्दत से तू अपना कोशिश करता रहे क्योंकि है यार तेरे कामयाबी की सुहानी शाह बात
You. And so for
Put in the effort, you're going to reap benefits all your life.
that's true, very important, girls. So it's such an amazing time today, and all the best for your careers and like you guys are models. I'll get your Instagram links and pages. I'm ready for the channel and do help them. And you guys can reach out to them. Like है ना भाई? क्या होता है? चिप्स पास का बोल रहे हैं obviously. मैं नहीं कब बदलता लेता हूँ. They're busy people, but still you guys can reach out to them and ask them questions for sure. And all the best, boys and girls. Do drop in a comment if you guys have any questions. We've got XLI folks in here, and कोई बोले comments को reply कर दीजिए. और पढ़ते जाइए 1 month to go. Maybe next year we're at the 7th table sitting on the same stage and discussing it out. All the best, boys and girls. इनको बोला do it on the like button कैसे? Move simple.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, बस like, you know, if this stuff कर दिया. Great. Thank you for joining and take care. Do it tonight. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.